bit of a chat and stuff with each other. Right?
Bit of chat, of course.
Well, you
Just
know,
gossiping, yeah, gossiping.
the equivalent sort of thing.
Yeah.
So anyway, they were getting on a storm, and like the zookeepers were like,
Can you hear that cheapest chimps this week? I thought it was fascinating. Yeah, just gossiping, I understand.
so,
what's any monkey news? I don't know, let's tune in.
What was monkey news this week?
Come on. That was from last September.
so they were stood there having a chat, and the zookeepers were like, I wonder if they're ever gonna have kids and that.
Yeah.
Anyway, it went on for ages. This just chatting, no sort of action.
Blimey.
So what the zookeepers did was, they said, I know they'll have kids.
Are we letting that go? They were just chatting, are we just letting that go?
We're letting it
You know
go.
what I mean? Just doing whatever monkeys do.
Okay.
Right? So the zookeepers were like, yeah, I wonder when they're gonna, have some kids.
Yeah.
Anyway, what they decided to do, to sort of do to egg them on,
Yeah.
bought one of them a suit, one a wedding dress.
Right.
Keep going!
No, I'm not having
Shut up, Gervais. Fade him down if he's going to interrupt. I want to hear the rest of this.
They got married.
So they got married?
Yeah, they got married.
Right.
What? That's the end of it!
That's
This is why I don't... Right, that's the end of Monkey News. That's the end of Monkey News. Don't do that again, you've got no features left.
why don't you like that?
Well, it's just not a story! It's about two chimps chatting, which doesn't happen. The zookeeper's going, I wonder if they're going to ever have kids. Egg them on. They got married. That's the end of the story. What are you talking about?
Hang on, just calm down. Let me just check that you didn't make a mistake there and didn't lose out.
What do you mean you didn't make a mistake?
Shh, wait a minute, he may have just left out a fundamental piece of information.
What,
that
the
would-
story?
That would have made it into a story.
Right.
Let me just check the facts. So they bought them wedding outfits. They were married. Did they propose to each other, or were they just forcibly
Don't
married?
encourage
Just
him.
forced onto
And
it.
then what was the outcome? Once they got married, what happened? They fell in love?
Yeah.
What?
Whoa.
It's not a marriage, Carl.
Be quiet.
It's not a real marriage. I don't know what you've got in your head. It's like the head of Homer Simpson. I'd go in there and there'd be a wedding reception and there'd be a couple of fights and they'd be talking about stuff.
They got married. They fell in love. Did they have children?
They're not back off the honeymoon yet.
Play a record. You've got no features left. Have you got anything interesting about a monkey or an ape so we can do chimpanzee that?
I know something that a lot of other people will know, but I'll
Well, let's do it then.
What's it called again?
Where should we do a jingle?
Well, do a little jingle for us then.
Oh, chimpanzee that!
Brilliant. That's great.
Right.
So I look forward to that every week.
Yeah.
And what's
Go on,
your
then, this is the
interesting
interesting
chimp
fact.
fact?
Right, it's about this monkey ages ago.
Of course.
Don't know where it happened.
17th century?
I think it was a chimp.
Right.
Got caught having a fag. Do you know it?
What do you mean, do I know it? Oh, narrow it down. Loads of chimps are caught with woodbines.
Right.
He
he was
got
having
caught having a fag.
So it was sent to court, and
Was it underage?
it was.
And it got someone to go into the newsagent forum.
Did he get a bigger gorilla
Yeah,
to
got
go
a
into the
bigger
news
gorilla.
age to get 20 Rothmans?
It ended up doing time because it was.
Go
smoking
back a minute.
something.
Wait a minute.
What I mean-
Whoa.
No,
whoa.
I don't know that's as much as I know, so there's no point questioning.
That is as much as you know, isn't it? Quite literally.
Sorry, but why did he go to prison?
It's against the law to have a monkey having a fag. Wherever it was.
In a built-up area. What are you talking about? It's against the law for a monkey to have a fag. What if it got it himself? Even if it just... What about if it earned it himself, just like moving tyres round or mucking out the
honestly,
zebras?
I don't know the full story. That's
You don't know the full story, do you?
But do you think?
You never do,
'Cause
do
I
you?
presume it was a monkey from a zoo, right?
Yeah.
Do you think it'd be fed up, though? Because in a way, it's home from home, isn't it? When I read it, I didn't think it was that bad because I just
Carl,
thought, well,
they don't put monkeys in prison.
They didn't put the monkey in a prison.
They're overcrowded. They haven't got the space.
Well, I'll find it and give you the where I got it from, and you
Chopper Harris was furious because the monkey got the top bunk.
Yeah.
can I just?
And he did. Okay, then. Oh, chimpanzee that. Another one next week.
I don't think so.
Oh, chimpanzee that. Monkey news.
Right, there's this card game going on, right? in a big hotel in Vegas,
Right.
The Luxor Hotel in Vegas.
Yeah.
There's a major card game. All the big players and that
Sure.
were involved. Right, they're all invited. Anyway, so they all meet up in this dark room at the back of the.
Oh, there we
It's a
go,
dark room.
dark room. But hairy fella. It was brilliant at poker.
Like I say, it's a big game, and that everyone's been waiting for it. So it's played in the back room, not in the main entrance bit, right? So anyway, like I say, it's dark in there and what have you, and the players went in. There was already someone sat in there, right?
Right.
But they
Short bloke?
couldn't quite see
Was he
him.
a short, hairy bloke with slightly longer arms than legs?
Couldn't see him.
Where
because
is his arms slightly longer than his legs,
couldn't see
strangely
him with it
enough?
being dark.
Was he
and what have you.
holding his hand of cards with his feet?
Anyway. So the cards were dealt, right? Cards were dealt. Game's going on.
His cards with his feet.
Game went on for hours, right? There was,
No one's listening. The terrible thing is that not even we're listening to Carl now.
I know.
there was a load of-
Literally no one is
It's
listening
so
to Carl.
insulting.
there was a lot of smoking going on.
It's
right?
going on.
A lot of eating and nuts going on. That was a bit weird because they don't normally get through as many, but for this night. So, come on, let's just play Bruce.
Goodbye, everybody.
See you maybe at Christmas time. Yeah,
Goodbye.
right.
Oh, chimpanzee that monkey news.
Okay, monkey-related news from Carl Pilkington.
Right. Do you know the monkey that went into space?
Yeah.
Yep.
It happened in 1958.
Right.
Now you know that.
Yeah.
Yes.
What did he do next?
What
did he
did the
do
monkey do next?
Yeah.
One appearance on Celebrity Squares and it was like forgotten.
Right.
Yeah, cut a novelty record.
Yeah, just like Rick Waller.
I'll tell you what happened. He got back and all that.
Got back. Heroes welcome.
NASA sort of said, you did a good job. And that's where a lot of people think it all ended.
Sure.
Yeah.
But NASA were like, well, hang on a minute. We spent
He's
a lot of
trained.
time. We've trained him up and stuff. So he's like, he's saying, sure, I've learnt a lot. I've still got it all. I've kept it all. I know what to do. So they said, right, we'll use you. So he turned into like a bit of a trainer at NASA.
We want to send you out on the top of an organ.
yeah. Put on this little bellhop outfit.
Can you smoke fags? Yeah. I'll have a go.
So they were getting in new monkeys. The main man at NASA was saying, can you teach these the same? He's going, of course I can. Do you know what I mean? I remember it all. I know what's going on. I'll tell them what button to press, what to do in emergencies, that sort of thing. It was technically sort of employed by the army.
Right,
Because
can
that's
I just fit in here? I don't know the story, Carl, and I might embarrass myself here. You've got an army of people out there that will probably send me an equally deranged email from a different website, but I'm pretty sure when they sent the monkey into space, it was to monitor his physiology. He didn't press any buttons or learn to dock or take off. It was just the effects of weightlessness and space on basically a primate. I'm pretty sure he was tied in with electrodes to his head. So,
Yeah.
well, yeah, I'm pretty sure.
No, 'cause
I could be
people-
proved.
But
Go on.
even if that were the case, and he had learnt to press one or two very basic buttons.
Definitely not. Definitely
But
not.
even if it were the case, I'm
definitely
pretty certain they wouldn't have brought him back to train up Neil Armstrong.
Right, definitely. Go on.
Him
then.
going, Neil, what are you going to say when you come out there?
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
I was thinking of just saying, hello, I'm on the moon.
Hello, it's made of cheese. Don't say that.
Don't
What
say that.
about? I've noticed that you got little legs,
Yeah.
right? But mankind stepped forward. Well, how could I put that?
I was just going to say, hello, I'm on the moon. It's great to be here. Wish you were here.
I've got to think so
Hi,
better than that.
Mum.
Yeah, go on.
Anyway, basically, he got back. They sorted him out with a nice pension. He was happy. Because of, like, the rank that he got, he was like, he had loads of medals and stuff. He said, right, we'll make him a colonel. He got that. Like I say, he got a pension. How was it end? He died in 1969. He was buried with his wife. He passed away.
His wife. I'm sure it just goes on to a different website
Yeah.
about something completely different. And
Yeah,
it's
you're
just
talking
like-
about Buzz Aldrin.
yeah. His page is missing. Oh dear.
So,
Well, Carl, if someone could call in, did they train Leica the dog to sort of like, dock and
He never made
re-entry?
it back, did he, like it?
we'll
They
find
didn't
out.
bother.
We'll find
They
out next
didn't
week.
even bother.
Didn't bother to bring him
They
back.
just sent him up there, and they didn't have technology to bring him back. And they just went, yeah, that's it. That's brilliant. Well, I can do that.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Really?
Yeah. What do you think of that, Carl? Rubbish, isn't it?
Sort of brought it down a bit. But
But the little monkey made a colonel. Hero. Big hero. What was he in? What craft was he in? Sputnik.
just hang on a minute. He was in Jupiter AM.
Yeah.
Let me see that piece of paper.
Yeah,
Let me check the
I
front.
can guarantee there's nothing there about his training other than let's hope he's not sick on the control panel when we shoot him up at 400 Gs. Oh dear.